Yo, what's good, guys? What's good? So today's video for the guides. Um, I'll start off with just it's mainly like a season one guide for the pets. It's more of like a beginner guide for pets. We'll touch a little bit into the a little bit more of the advanced side, which as you guys know, there's skill log coming. There's skill log coming finally to Call of Dragons. So, anyways, you guys find yourself in this video, right? So in the beginning, as you guys know, I forget what level you get to, but eventually your pet sanctuary opens. Um, just make sure that you guys are going through the natural progression of the game, upgrading your city hall, doing the stuff you need to upgrade, and eventually you'll see down here under the pet sanctuary, um, you'll be able to choose your first initial pet, and this honestly is pretty damn crucial. It's pretty damn crucial, especially in the beginning, that you choose the correct pet. Um, so for me as a main archer for this account, I chose the Snow Peak Rock. Why is it important? Because the first pet you choose is gonna have the talent, right? The talent skill, 1 star. So this specific talent right here, 1 star, you can't buy it. You're not even in the merit store. The only way to get this right here is from catching it out in the wild, as of right now. I don't know if they're gonna change that down the road. Um, Probably not, because that kind of adds to the whole grind of the pets, because it really is a grind. So if you and then I think it gives you the Snow Peak Rock. You can choose between the Snow Peak Rock, Sapphire Drake, the the Polar Bear, and besides the Frost Bear, I call him Polar Bear, but besides the Frost Bear, it's I believe it's the Sand Lizard, right? But anyways, if you're a main archer, get the Snow Peak Rock, right? Because if you guys see here, it deals Legion physical attack, right? So 30% chance to deal damage to the target Legion when inflicting defense break. So this build is going to be crucial for my Kanara build for this account. We haven't even got Kanara in this season yet, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have Kanara already. But for those of you guys starting off, this is going to be crucial for the Kanara build, right? 30% chance to deal target Legion when inflicting a defense break, right? So that's going to be huge for the Snow Peak Rock, especially if you don't get Kanara and you have Nico, right? If you're free to play, you can go Nico Guanwin. He has a defense break on him as well. Um, you can see here, where's he at? So if you guys see, like when we get Kanara, she inflicts the defense break. Where is it at? Mm-mm-mm. She inflicts a defense break right here. Right here. Inflicts feeble. Yeah. So Kanara will be the one inflicting the defense break as well. Nico's also a good one to have with the Snow Peak Rock as well. Right? Also has the defense reduction. She has the damage dealt reduction. So they all do the defense break that you need for the Snow Peak Rock with their primary. So yeah, so and then if you go main mage, you're gonna go with the Sapphire Drake. As of right now, the Sapphire Drake is definitely the best one. However, I don't feel like there's been enough testing to say 100% is the best one. But based off the testing that I've done, so far it is the best one for the Sapphire Drake. Unfortunately, I haven't got lucky and had a talent tree on it here. If you're gonna go main tank, which I don't recommend a lot of people to go main tank. I think it's more of like a secondary thing you should main. But anyways, if you do go that route, because I mean, to each their own, right? I mean, there's some fun to being able to be a good tank. But you go here. Give me 1 second. My Il I had to tell my son to turn his freaking tablet down. Anyways, so yeah, it goes and you use the frost bear. You pick the frost bear for the tanks, or some people may argue you go with the sand lizard instead because the sand lizard actually does some type of healing. Which let me know in the comment section what you guys think because I think it's a very good um, counter argument, right? So um, I'll tell you guys exactly. So in the beginning, right? In the beginning, you're like, how do I even get this pet out there? So initially, so you'll pick the pet, and then it'll just be chilling in your pet sanctuary, and you can't really do anything with it till it's a affection level 2, right? So you're like, how do I even get it to affection level 2? One of the things that you can do off the rip, make sure I don't have any warrants right here. You'll see right here. This shows you the limit, right? 0 out of 2. So based off what I have right here, so I can only catch 2 pets. Such as catching war pets require you to spend a warrant. Successfully catching a war pet costs 1 warrant. So you have to successfully catch it to um to actually use one of the warrants. So if you fail, don't worry, you still got a chance at getting it. Um, so as you're catching these pets, right? So now I have 4 in here out of 7. I accidentally deleted one, and and I even wrote it down in my notes. I'm like, oh my god, what did I just do? If you already did that as well, don't worry. Just try not to do it anymore. Um, so essentially in the beginning you want to have 7 out of 7 in here before you start kicking any. Because when you have 7 out of 7 in here after reset, then you can click a little, you'll see a little heart pop up over their head that you can click and it adds a little bit of affection to them, right? Add some affection to them, which allows you to eventually get them to level 2. And then if you see here, affection level 2, once they're affection level 2, you can actually attach them to a specific hero. Like for me, I'm already working on my Snow Peak Rock, right? You can attach it here. Um, yeah, you get 7 of them, and then once you get 7 of them, you're gonna have to manage in the enclosure here. So sometimes you'll be full, like say you have one that you don't really use that doesn't have a talent tree that you kind of just have as like a buffer to be able to add a little bit more of these more of these little hearts. Yeah, add a little bit more of the hearts, right? But once you're full, you wanna, I would say keep like 7. I can't remember the exact number, but just make sure you have like 7 to 9 in here, and you can kind of rotate them out, right? So say you come here to the enclosure, you're like, okay, I'm 7 out of 7. Just click this so they get out. So whenever you catch a new pet, it goes straight into your pet sanctuary, and you can go on top if it's good, or sorry, just click the heart, right? And if it's not a good pet, then you gotta release it into the wild, right? Because what does that do? That gives you more potions, right? Gives you some potions, regeneration potions. Oh, it's my first time clicking it. Look at that. Yeah, so I have 13 of them, not many, right? Um, you can then do the regeneration potions. It gives you regeneration potions, or sometimes it has a chance to even give you the skills back. It actually has a chance to give you the skills back there. So, yeah, so that's your initial grind. Step one, start capturing pets, right? Specifically, in the beginning, I would say, try to go for at least one of each for what you're using, right? So I would say go for a Sapphire Phage Drake for the mages, and if you're going for tanks, I would say go for a Stripe Bear or a Frost Bear. I would say Stripe Bear for sure, or a Frost Bear, right? Because the Frost Bear just looks cool, honestly. The Stripe Bear kind of makes your tanks look a little eh, but um, yeah, Sapphire Phaedrix could go well with the Flying Celestials as well. Um, Snow Peak Rock can still go with even the Wyvern Riders, or even a Night Rock. So apparently you have to wait till season 2 for a Night Rock, guys. So I'm sitting here in season 1. I'm like, where's all the Night Rocks at? Trying to capture a Night Rock, and there isn't any Night Rocks. I'm like, oh damn it, you know. And then for calves, it's gonna be the golden rock. For calves, it's gonna be the golden rock, guys. For calves, it's gonna be the golden rock. You see it right here, golden rock. Bang. Has a lot of, it does a lot of, the talent tree has rage up for it, so it's really good for the calves. Or another one good for calves is the Berserk Phaedrake. It's also really good. You can mix that. You could combine it with Ferrondo, Emrys. So, and then if you go to search here, you're probably wondering, okay, what about all these other ones, right? Ice Lizard, Thunder Lizard, Venomous Lizard. Um, so I have an Ice Lizard for my Valen Wall Deer combo because it has the ice orbs and just kind of like a whole ice synergy there. The Sand Lizard um, does a lot of healing as well. A Sand Lizard is good for healing. I've even thought about potentially adding it to like my mage line, so it also does healing to nearby legions as well. The Thunder Lizard I don't have too much experience with, but I would imagine also it'll be good for mages as well. So that and then the Venomous Lizard, I've seen some people run it with the tanks because it could inflict some damage as well. But I'm not too savvy with the Venomous Lizards, with the ones that I told you guys for sure. Sapphire Phaedrakes for your mages, Snow Peak Rock for your archers, or Night Rock if you're in season 2. For your tanks, Stripe Bear or Frost Bear, I would go Stripe Bear. Cabs, Berserk Phaedrake or Golden Rock. And then also for your mages, you can do Ice Lizard or even a Sand Lizard for more of a supportive role. And then you can also do the Venomous Lizard and Sand Lizard for the tanks. The Thunder Lizard, I would say I don't. I'll be honest. I don't know like too much with it. I do have one for my mages that I don't use that much. It's kind of just as a reserve there. Um. So, and then after that, it's like once you get so the goal with these pets, guys. The goal with these pets is to get a 1-star talent. That's what you need. If you get if you get one that at least has a talent, you're like, what's a talent? How do you differentiate what's a talent and what's just a regular skill? So if you notice here, this talent one has a border. We call it a gold border, right? And it has a 1-star. So that's really good. If you capture that, it's a really good pet, right? So for the Phaedrake, you'll see here, it kind of just it doesn't have a border on it, right? So kind of recapping back in the beginning, fill up, start capturing your pets. Try to do one of each. Try to get, I would say focus on a Phaedrake first. You could even do a Stripe Bear, a Golden Rock. You want to try to get at least one, a talent that has a 1-star in it, or at least a talent. At least a talent, I would say. So, yeah, at the minimum, at least go for a talent on it, and then move on to the next one. Once you fill up your pet enclosure and you have enough in here to be able to collect enough of the hearts on a daily basis, that way you can fill this up here. And once you have 10, you can do a spin here for the claim gifts and be able to get a skill cards. And sometimes it gives you food that you can give your pets, so you can give them more affection to be able to add them to your heroes. And then so then, what do you do then after your pet enclosure is max? Then I would say now you focus on what your main unit type is, right? So if you're main archer, especially if for season 1, I'm gonna continue catching Snow Peak rocks, right? If you're season 1, if you're in season 2 plus, I would say for archers you keep trying to get the Night Rock, or some may say the Snow Peak rock still has its place because of the defense. Um, Inflicting defense break with the Kanara Nico, a Kanara Haas build, kind of like that. What's up, Pops? Can you turn your tablet down? Can you turn your tablet down? Turn your tablet down, please. Turn it down. That's up. Thank you, sir. um, so the reason why once you have this pet enclosure and you have the pets that you want in here, um, After that, you need to focus on your specific unit type, right? So for me, this season it's gonna be the Snow Peak Rock, and the reason why you do that is because each time you capture one, you get a chance. You get a Let me say that again. You get a chance of potentially getting a two-star talent skill, which good luck with that. I haven't got one. I'll show you guys in a bit one that's crazy good. But yeah, and then it also gives you chances to have more slots, better base attributes. And if you're ever in question, like, what does all this stuff mean, right? What does all this stuff mean? What does it do? It could definitely seem overwhelming at first because it's a lot of stuff that you got to learn. But once you actually get the gist of it, it's not too bad. For example, right? The base attribute for a snow peak rock. You click this, you see on the top left right here, it's a little clover leaf, right? It's the base attribute that this talent skill cares about is luck. So the higher your luck is, the more effective and the more stuff that this does. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's see if we get lucky. Imagine if we get lucky right now. So when you're doing your regenerations, say for example this epic, right? Since it's my main pet that I'm trying to focus on, I want to make sure that I get a legendary rarity for this. So I'm trying to make sure that I get a legend here, which probably won't happen, but we'll just see what happens, right? We'll at least get another purple with what we have. Bum ba da bum. Okay, we didn't get anything good. Anyways, so the goal there is to try to get something that has a little bit more luck, right? Than this. So, say you're doing the regenerations and then you get a base attribute, right? So you're doing your regenerations and you get another epic. It has a little bit less intelligence, a little bit less endurance, but the luck is on a freaking S tier. But it's also epic. You know what I mean? Then you can, then that's how you decide a lot of the times whether it's better or not. And then you have, also it might have an additional slot or it may not, right? That choice is going to be up to you to make, right? I would say definitely focus on the main base attribute for the talent. I think is one of the biggest things, right? So for this one, I would try to make sure that I get a good luck here. And same thing goes with the other talents, right? If you see here, if you see this one, it has a little paw. So this skill specifically cares about the strength. So, and this other one here has the little agility sign. It's probably like a little tornado or what is that? Let me know in the comments what you guys think that is. I'm not sure 100% what that is. But um this little agility attribute influences this one, right? So if you go here, Fade Drake specifically, I don't have it here. I'll show you guys, but let me finish on more of the season one stuff. So yeah, then you just start focusing on capturing the pet that you want, right? So Snow Peak Rock, Sapphire Fade Drake, and you want to focus on that specific one because the more you focus on that one specific pet, the higher your chances are to get a better pet of that type, which ultimately um, goes with your main march. So you don't want to waste time capturing like a bunch of different pets, one of each for each unit type, right? And then after that, then focus down on that one pet. Now, if you're like me sometimes where you could get a little lazy because it does get a little repetitive looking around the map. It does get a little repetitive looking around the map. Let me send my scouts out here real quick. It does get a little repetitive looking around the map. So at the minimum, guys, at least look what's around your city. It doesn't matter if it's the highest level one. If it's the higher level, it has a better chance, technically. But I've seen people get crazy monster pets from the weaker beasts that are out here. So, don't get discouraged. Just at least do it at the bare minimum, right? So I'm gonna switch over to my main account here. This is just my project, my low spend project account. So I'm gonna switch over to my main account here and show you guys what I'm working with. Kinda kinda what a more advanced uh pet pet master looks like, you know? This is like I said, this is more of a beginner guide, so I'm not gonna go in huge detail with, what skill I think you should get, yada yada yada, right? This is more of like an initial stuff, right? So if you guys can see here, I got a lot of legendary pets, and I could have more, um, but I'm just not, I guess, like going for them right now. Um, okay, here's my best pet that I have, right? So for example, for the Phaedrake, right? What does this care about? Intelligence. Okay, what is in so I need to have a good base attribute for intelligence. Do I have that? Yes, I do, right? This other one cares about luck. Do I have a good luck base attribute on this? No, I don't. You know what I mean? So it's like I have tried regenerating this to try to make sure I get a good S and B tier, right? Because when it comes to the Sapphire Phaedric, it really cares about intelligence and luck, right? So I think we'll do a more in detailed videos about Sapphire Phaedric or whatever. Specific Sapphire Phaedric, because that's the one that I use a lot. But yeah, make sure that's what you're looking at. You can only also so right here, you can only have three pets, right? And then after that, I believe it won't do anything. You can see it here. I forgot where it says that. Let's just see here. Oh, right here. You can have up to 3 skills of the same type. Any further skills of the same type will not take effect, guys. So if I get one more skill that has a little cat on the top left, it's no longer gonna do anything, right? It's no longer gonna do anything. Because you see here, anytime you guys are trying to learn something, guys, make sure you click on these little eyes. It also tells you stuff, right? Um, So, same thing for the Night Rock. You guys are like, oh, okay, you probably said this like a million times, but I just want to make sure that, everyone understands, right? Top left, what do we have here? Spirit. This one cares about spirit. I have a B spirit, so it's not that good. You can even click here on the base attributes. It kind of gives you a formula of like what it takes. Like, what is the formula? It tells you right here. Attribute value. Um, it's based off your base value, right? So base value, the growth rate, and then also yes, I'll hook you up right now. And then the war pet level, right? The war pet level, which is over here that you can get from PvE and PvP. Um, so once you get it maxed here, right? You might wonder how do I know which one to kick? The way you'll know which one to kick is it won't have a talent, right? So as you see here for my stripe bear, I got lucky recently and I got this right here because I got the 1 star. You'll get to a point where majority of your pets will have a tier 1 talent and that's how you know you're in a good spot. If they don't, it's all kickable, right? You can just start removing them, right? So eventually I'll remove this frost bear because it doesn't have a tier 1 talent. Um, or sometimes you'll get super unlucky and you won't even get any of the skills, right? So how many regenerations? We have a good amount of regenerations here. I'll just show you guys for the purposes of this video. So right here, rarity, elite to epic. Do we do this? Absolutely. Look, it has way more slots. Um, this one cares about luck. It has a little bit less luck. So you kind of do get put in a spot where you're like, well, is it better or is it not better? And I believe that from elite to epic, that just being epic rarity gives you even more stats, right? You guys saw what I said on the rarity, so the rarity definitely has to do with it, and I'll show you guys. Oh shit! Don't do what I just did. Don't do what I just did. Okay, cool. We got saved, right? We got saved. So make sure you're paying attention, right? I kind of got a little distracted, so we're gonna save this before we ruin it, right? I got super lucky, guys. A lot of slots too. That's really good. However, my base luck is horrible, right? The Night Rock cares about luck, not strength, right? So that's what I told you. Growth rate. is the rarity also, right? We'll have the rarity all there. Someone correct me in the comments below if that's not correct. Base value plus growth rate and then plus your war pet level, right? Or maybe actually base value might be the skill, but anyways, I'm not sure exactly, but the main ones for sure, like I said, is your level, the base attribute, and then the rarity of the pet, guys. Those are the three things that I know for sure are the things that affect your overall damage factor down here, right? So that's kind of the intro, guys. I don't want to make this video too long, um, but that's kind of the intro of how these pets work and what you need to do to get them. Um, what are ways to get more regeneration potions? I'll touch on that real quick. You can go into the store if you have the gems. You can do the gems here. I kind of stopped doing the gems for them because I'm in a pretty good spot right now with where my pets are at, so I'm not really in a rush to get them any better. Um, Maybe I can do it, right? You have them there, but you can also have them in your merit store. You could buy them in the basic daily supply or the basic weekly supply as well. That's where you can get those. So here's your first video, guys, for the pets. You know, feel free to rewind it, pause it, drop some questions in the comments below of what you guys think. Uh, Maybe I missed something or yeah, just let me know what you guys think. If I missed something and you guys have a question about it, just let me know in the comment section and I'll reply. I reply to all my comments, guys. So, um, I'll show you guys here real quick before we end this video, right? Once you get the 10, you go like this, think, and you can get skills. Sometimes you can get skills, right? Sometimes you get regeneration potions. Sometimes you get random resources, which is a rip, or sometimes you get a cool bolt beetle that you can give to one of your pets, right? And it gives you more, it gives you more stuff for them. So let's just say, right? Let's just say I wanna up. So the Fey Drakes love these fruits. These fruits, if you read them, it actually tells you who likes them and who doesn't, right? It's kind of crazy. But let's just say we're gonna give them this. Let's get them to at least 4. Screw it, why not? Boom. Your war pet is eager to share its feelings with you. Interesting. Interesting, huh? Right? I want to say once you get it to level 5 or 6, you can change the name or something like that. I haven't really messed with that too much. Haven't really messed with that too much. No, hold on, Pops. I got you right now. I haven't really messed with it too much, but you have all these different types of like foods, and I'm pretty sure they give a little bit more affection than the other ones. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys like it. I've been wanting to drop a pets video. There's always a lot of questions on pets. So this is definitely gonna help me also on my live streams, kind of just redirect people to my video. I always answer every question on my live streams on twitch.tv/ytgunscod. I'll drop that link also in the description, where I answer questions live. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good for to have them just watch this video, or if I'm not live, they can just go back to this video and take a look at it. So like, wait, what did he say about this or that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys, like the video. If you like the video, I always say that, right? Well, I don't always say that, but if you like the video, drop a like on it, guys. I greatly appreciate it, and it definitely helps me out. Drop a comment in the comment section, whether that's a question or you want to point something out, and make sure you share the video with someone also that has questions about pets. Like if you have a buddy or an alliance member that's like, man, I don't really understand these pets, they're a little overwhelming. Share this video with them, guys. With that being said, until next time, guys, is your boy Guns. Later.